Welcome to the hottest grappling show in Arizona. The Valley is home to an amazing grappling community. Join us as we roll through the top jiu-jitsu schools in the state. Our goal? To highlight incredible instructors, their academies, and their amazing journeys through life and jiu-jitsu. It's not the destination, it's the journey that counts. Welcome to Rollin Through the Valley.
Trail off the back. From here. That's it. We have to control that leg.
Sills here, rolling through the valley. Here we are at Legion MMA, and with me is Austin Wourms, owner, head instructor of Starkiller Grappling. So Austin, super excited to have you on the show. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm the instructor here at Starkiller Grappling. I am also a professional fighter and competitor. I've been doing this most of my life, roughly about 13, 14 years, even teaching. I started teaching as a blue belt. Don't recommend it, but I was thrown in there, so I had to do what I had to do. But we're here today.
Why didn't you recommend it? What's wrong with that?
Because I feel like it was a lot for me. I was running a kids
Right.
program, and it was a lot for me. Even now as a black belt, I run a kids program. So like the pressure that I had as a blue belt, it was a lot more.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying it can't be done. It was done, but
Yeah.
I feel like it's better to have like a little bit more experience. Kids are very, very moldable, and if you just throw people who are still learning themselves to teach them, I feel like it's sometimes hard to translate and learn. But if somebody who actually understands the game goes and teaches them, you'll be surprised of how moldable these kids could be.
So tell us how you got into jiu-jitsu. Like, how did it all start for you?
My dad used to ref and judge MMA, mixed martial arts. So like I kind of was thrown into it in that way, and where I'd always see it. And I was always a fan of the submissions and stuff like that, as well as watching UFC, people like Matt Hughes doing his rear naked chokes. I was always interested in the ground, and that's kind of what threw me in.
So your dad also does jiu-jitsu?
He didn't really do jiu-jitsu, but he was immersed in it a lot. He knew a lot about it. He took courses for reffing and judging, but he didn't necessarily know jiu-jitsu, no. He took classes when I took classes, but he wasn't in it.
Yeah, yeah. So did you know that you always wanted to open up a school and like be a head instructor and like do this? So you do this full time?
Yeah, I do this full time. So
Nice.
it's funny, I was actually asked a question by one of my students recently, and he said, "What's your dream job?" And I was like thinking on it, and it kind of got me emotional because like I'm doing it. Like this is my dream job. Teaching full time, being able to teach kids, adults, and run a program how I want to is literally my dream. So I'm living it. And now it's just making it to the next step.
But you knew you wanted to do this.
Yes, so like
since like early on.
Yes. So my goal was always, in honesty, my goal was always UFC world champion, right? And still I would love that. That'd be a beautiful thing. But like it's kind of transformed into like, okay, when that's over, what am I gonna do, right? And once you're done fighting, what do you do? You know what I mean? And a lot of people are kind of empty in that way, and they don't know what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
I've always thought, okay, I would love to teach, because like I said, as I was a blue belt, I was teaching.
Yeah.
And so I always kind of had a love for it. I had like students that I would connect to, and I just love the feeling that you'd get from teaching. So I kind of just blossomed off of that.
So you've been teaching for how long?
I'm 31 now. So when I was 16, I started teaching. So
Nice.
about 15 years.
So you said it was difficult in the beginning, right?
Yeah.
Like teaching the kids and
For sure.
also
I was running a
adults or
whole,
kids?
just
Kids
just
in the
kids.
beginning.
But sometimes they're the hardest ones to wrangle up. Like
Yeah. Oh yeah.
they're the hardest to get their attention and things like that.
Yeah, of course. And I always say, like, how do you teach kids like what a choke is? Like it's actually like adults get it, but like kids, they don't know what they're doing. Like they're just like, you know. So yeah, it's definitely hard.
A lot of, especially when I was young, a lot of it was hard to translate because I didn't even, like I knew what I was doing, but I was
Yeah.
16, you know what I mean? So even to me, a choke was just
Yeah.
a choke. So I'm just showing these kids how to do the choke.
Yeah.
Now I could explain things and the whys to things, and it makes it make more sense to them.
Right. So you are an active competitor? You're still competing, right?
Yes, yes.
Cool, because I think I've seen you compete, right? I don't know.
Probably in MMA
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
With jiu-jitsu, it's been a while.
Yeah.
But MMA for
So
sure.
tell us about the first time you competed in jiu-jitsu. How did that go?
First time I competed in jiu-jitsu, it was a mix of emotions, because I remember I froze right away. I almost don't remember anything that happened.
Yeah, you blacked out.
Yeah, I blacked
It's okay,
out.
I did too. Yeah.
And I didn't perform well, and like it felt weird because I felt like I was doing good in class and stuff like that. And honestly, for my first few competitions, it was kind of like that, where I just the nerves and stuff would get the best of me. But that's what kind of motivated me to like, okay, I need to get past these nerves. Like, why is everything shutting down in this competition? I need to get past that. And that was probably my biggest like thing to keep me pushing, is not wanting to feel that.
Yeah. Did you like competing, or was it?
At first, no.
No.
Yeah, at first,
so you
no.
just
Now
kept doing it even
I
though
live
you
for
didn't
it.
like it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So okay, so that's good. You pushed the difficulty and
I
from
only
what
didn't like
hear
it because I lost.
You
know
lost.
what I mean? I only didn't like it because I was losing. And
Right. Nobody likes to lose.
nobody likes to lose.
Yeah.
But when you lose and you're like out there and you know that, and that's one thing as far as like the mindset goes, when you're out there and you know that you didn't do everything you could, it's the hardest to like sleep with, because you know that, okay, I could have done this, that, and the other thing, and you didn't.
it just replays in your mind, like when you got tapped, right?
Yes.
And it's like, oh, I should have done this and that and that and that.
Yes.
Yeah, but from what I hear, it's like you just lose, and then eventually you start winning if you stick with it long enough. And I think that's what people don't really understand, is that you have to go through the hard part and just experience it and lose, and eventually you keep doing it and you keep winning. So
Exactly. You got to take your L's.
yeah.
And then even when you're at the top, the L's come. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like they come still. So
Right.
you got to roll with the punches.
Nice. So you've also competed MMA.
Yeah.
Okay. So and you said you wanted to do that. Like
Yeah,
that was your.
I'm still pursuing that. That's a big goal of mine. And some of my team, like my coaches, Enrique Barcenas, he's an up-and-coming fighter that we're pursuing that dream as well.
Nice. Awesome. What is your next competition or match?
For MMA,
Yeah.
I am rehabbing a knee injury.
Are you really?
Yeah, so right now my main focus is just my program, you know what I mean? So that's where like, if I didn't have this program, I'd be going insane, because I hurt myself and I can't do what I love.
Yeah.
Right? But I'm able to do what I love still, meaning teach.
Got it.
So right now I'm not necessarily pursuing any date. It's just rehabbing that knee and getting back to.
What'd you do? How did it happen?
I was rolling with Enrique, and we were doing something we do every day. We weren't even going hard. Usually when we roll against each other, we're trying to rip each other's heads off.
Well,
And
there you
today we're
go.
just like, we'll just go nice and easy. And it was like a weird kind of truck position. I stuck my leg in a place where I was like, let's see what happens if I do this. And we rolled, I stayed put, and my knee just went.
That sucks. Sorry.
It's all okay. It happens.
Comes with the game, right?
First big injury, knock on wood, but
Oh, okay.
yeah.
As you know, competition is a mental game. How do you handle your internal battles, and what do you share with your students?
For me, as far as the mentality goes, I feel like a lot of people with jiu-jitsu, their like mindset is, okay, technique, gentle art, sunshine and rainbows, everything's gonna be nice. It's not real, it's not realistic. At the end of the day, I have another person in there trying to tap me out to a submission, right? They're trying to break my arm or put me to sleep, right? If I go in there timid and not with, I like to say passion, because I'm not saying we have to be like malicious, but we just need passion in what we're doing. And we have a job to do. Our job is to find the submission. So I teach my students that we could go in there with passion. If we give everything, like I was saying earlier, if we give everything we got, we exhaust all of our options. If we lose, we could leave with our head held high, you know what I mean? But regardless, win or lose, if you go and exhaust everything, you're gonna be proud of what you did.
Yeah.
So that's probably the biggest thing.
Love that. Do you think competition is for everybody?
I don't feel like competition is for everybody. I don't feel like everybody needs that feeling they compete in other aspects of their life, what it may be. But I feel like the competition mindset is something that could be for everybody. Meaning, kind of like I said before, just if I'm being put in a bad situation, like kind of translating it to life, if I'm being put in a spot where I'm uncomfortable, if I panic, things are gonna get worse, I'm gonna get choked out and it's gonna be bad. But if I like slow down, breathe, right? Just like in real life, if something happens, if I panic, I'm just gonna make things worse. But if I breathe and just figure it out, then we'll be okay.
So you don't force competition with your students, it's more like if you want to do it.
I tell them to come up to me, and if they wanna do it, they'll do it. But all my classes are really based on competition, because I feel like if you're doing this, you're doing it for either competition purposes or for like
to challenge yourself.
Challenge yourself, a hobby, self-defense maybe. But at the end of the day, it needs to be real. I'm not going to teach something that's like not going to work in a competition. You know what I mean? So everything that I do is based in competition, in real scenario.
Do you have any requirements for your students to compete?
Yes, they have to show up mandatory, and it's not a lot, but it's hard sometimes to get these people who want to compete to show up. But 3 days a week they need, and that's minimum. I tell them do the most, right? The more I see you, the more I'm going to pay attention to you, honestly. I need to see that you're invested, and then that's when we could start actually pushing to real things. But even 3 days a week, if you're trying to be a world champion, it's rough to juggle that. So if somebody's telling me that they're wanting to be a world champion, even though my mandatory is 3 days, I'm going to be asking for a lot more.
Yeah. What about the mindset part of it? Like, how do you teach them about that? Because it's such a big piece, and it's like, yeah, you can come train, but like, if you don't train your mind too. Yeah.
Yeah, so I feel like the biggest thing is even coming and training. A lot of people, they'll come and train and they're just kind of going through motions and they're here. You got to practice with passion. You got to be passionate about what you're doing. If you're just going through the motions, that's how it's going to be in the competition, right? So like, it starts in here. So if you don't practice with passion in here, you're not going to have any passion out there.
Right. You've competed long enough. What have you learned from competition?
This is going to be a bittersweet one, but you could do everything in your head that you feel like is right and correct, and you could still go out there and fail, right? But we keep going and we keep moving, just like life. We could do everything we want, we could fail, but we just keep pushing, keep swimming.
Love it. If you could give one piece of advice to somebody that maybe wants to compete but is hesitant, maybe they haven't before, or maybe they have and they're still like, I don't know if I want to do this. What would you say?
Keep swimming, same thing, keep swimming, just keep going. Keep going. If you, like you were saying before, the more you do it, it's a matter of time, you're gonna get better, right? It doesn't make no sense if you keep doing it and you don't get better, then you're just in the wrong place.
Yeah.
But the more you do it, the better you're gonna get. Just keep swimming.
Do you have any goals for yourself or for the school? Like, what can we look forward to? More
so for the school. I'm looking forward to just growth as far as like, SKG will be known as a big name in the jiu-jitsu community.
How long have you been here in this space?
In this space, about 2 years.
Oh, okay, not that long.
Yeah, not that long.
So you've been, so this is the beginning, or?
I was at another location a year prior to that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where?
It was Baker's MMA was the name of it. It's not a thing anymore, but it's.
So you're planning on expanding the gym or outside of here eventually?
Not necessarily, like numbers are cool. I think numbers are cool, but I want to create world champions. I want to make some of the best people in the world. I want people like Enrique and Kayla Reagan to reach the top. They're my assistant coaches, and they're so talented, and I can see how talented they are. Everybody, if you know them, you know them, but I just have very high hopes for my kids and my adults. I think they're gonna go some very big places.
So you're like fully invested in them. That's awesome.
Fully invested.
And so you just teach jiu-jitsu. Do you teach MMA at all?
I do teach MMA 2 days a week. Okay. And then the rest of the week is all jiu-jitsu. My main focus is definitely the grappling portion, but I do love MMA.
And you've also done striking, right?
Yes.
Like Muay Thai?
Yeah. Yeah,
How long have you been doing that? Or have done that?
A lot less long. I was scared of the striking at first. So I started striking about, I'd say when I was 18. I have a couple amateur titles in kickboxing, but yeah, I'm definitely versed in it all. I've done it all.
Nice. So what can we look forward next for you? Like what's happening?
For me, probably.
I know you're rehabbing now, but.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to defend my rough MMA belt. So I have the title for that one. I'm probably gonna have to defend that coming up soon. It's been a while.
Nice.
But I'm guessing probably sometime in April, something like that would probably be.
What about a jiu-jitsu competition? What about Arizona Jiu-Jitsu League?
I could. It's just with the knee, I don't know if it would be smart.
I'm saying
After the fight, yeah, let's go. Let's go.
Cool.
Yeah, I'd be down.
All right, yeah, we would love to see that.
It's been a minute since I've competed at like a grappling tournament.
Yeah.
I've done super fights recently, but as far as like a grappling tournament, it'd be fun to do that again, for sure.
Awesome. Where can we find out more about the school, or do you have social media?
Easiest place would be Instagram at SKG_HQ.
And Starkiller Grappling, so that's your nickname, right?
Yeah, my nickname's Starkiller, yeah.
How'd you get that nickname?
Kind of, so it's a few meanings to it. So when I first started in MMA, I was like kind of an out-of-towner, and they would feed me to like the hometown kids here, right? Like the people that were supposed to beat me up, and I'd beat them up or choke them or get a submission real quick. So they it came through that, and then some like Star Wars nerd lore where Starkiller is the ultimate weapon.
Okay.
And basically that,
Love
that's
it.
me. Yeah.
So it just stuck. Okay, that's awesome. All right, cool. Well, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. And we'll see you out there competing soon, hopefully.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
All right.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
And now I got to take off my shoes.
Yeah, let them know that we didn't just, it was for aesthetic purposes only.